Would you guys like to get gear relatively easily? All you have to do is press one button. Sure. With this guide, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to exactly do this and what items you need, let alone how to play on events and go AFK and not have to do anything other than sit there. We're going to talk about two different builds today that allows you to farm this boss by going AFK, literally going AFK. I'm not playing, I'm not touching the keyboard, I'm not doing anything. Yes, there's other players here. It does make this a little bit more difficult, but I do not care. This is hardcore mode, by the way, and at the end of the day, as long as we have thorns, we are solid. I'm not worried about it. The only thing you do have to pay attention to here when you're farming this boss is be careful, because he does drop a boom boom when he dies, meaning he explodes. So get the heck out of the way. Other than that, this is one of the most, I guess, simplistic boss fights in the game, to be fair. As long as your minions are here with you, they have thorns, you have thorns, what's the problem? Hey guys, how y'all doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone around the world. Welcome back to another Diablo 4 video featuring the Necromancer, the most busted class in this entire game. And we're gonna get into it. But first, let me do this event. We're gonna stand here and not move, not do anything. We're gonna go over the build, what choices we have, and all that sort of thing. We're playing on hardcore, by the way. So, I want you guys to focus on two different builds here. One build is Thorns. The next build, we're gonna be focusing on Blood Mist. But for right now, let's go over the Thorns build and see what I got going on here. Every single one of these pieces of equipment, you want to try to get Thorns onto. Your helmet, your chest piece, your pants, your amulet, and your offhand, which normally, for me, is going to be a shield. Now, I could not find a helmet that already had base Thorns on it, unfortunately. So instead, we just put Thorns on this with an emerald. On top of that, we have Thorns, a yellow armor with Thorns already, and actually more Thorns, which will be turning into a legendary at some point. This is the prefix that you do need to have. Thorns damage dealt has a blah 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 chance to deal damage to everyone around you. Keep in mind, your minions have thorns, your golem has thorns. You're just doing absolutely nothing besides AFK farming these events to get legendaries, armor, and your your obols. Now, there is another prefix you do need to have. I would recommend it, which would be you need to be able to have this one here. You heal for blah 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 life per second for each close enemy up to XYZ per second. This is really, really good and allows you to go AFK and just sit here and not have to do anything else other than heal and deal damage, because as long as they hit your minions and or you're killing everything around you. Keep in mind, again, this is hardcore. More players that are on an event, it gets a little bit harder, right? I didn't do anything. I stood here the whole entire time. And you can actually go AFK here, go watch TV, go take a shower, go eat some dinner, and you'll be just fine as long as you guys are running the build just like this. Thorns are sitting at 377. Ridiculously high, but can go much higher. And the reason why that's going to happen is we're going to change our shield out here soon. The current shield that we do have comes on with 31 thorns and a slot in with 39 thorns. I do have another shield here, which does have more thorns, and they can go higher. The stat here can go up to 62, which you're going to be trying for rolls. I don't think we'll get it in time before the beta ends, but it just goes to show that we can get up to 500 thorns here if need be. Let alone these 54 maximum health. That's a lot of HP. Right now we're sitting at 479. We'll be over 500 HP with this build setup here. Over 400 thorns, which is pretty nuts. Now when it comes to the build and skill trees, skeleton defenders, you want thorns. Make sure you're on the thorns one here for the defenders. And then skeletal mages can be whatever, doesn't matter. Golems here, thorns as well. And then for your abilities, this tree for both builds. So for focusing on Blood Mist here, you're going to be grabbing Blood Mist, corpses, right? Thorns, your damages for your mages and your warriors, and then a little bit of points in corpse explosion. If you guys can get any more points on your gear that have more points for blood mist and or corpse explosion, all the power to you. But that's literally all you need. You can run either build. So what I like to do is when I'm farming these events and or doing bosses, you know, like one-on-one bosses, I can stand in the middle of the combat, not move. The boss will kill himself, all my minions, and or myself, because there's not enough corpses to go around for blood mist when it's a one-on-one situation. But to clear the dungeons, I kind of just press 3 and walk forward. Or you can just walk forward in general because you have thorns. But either way, we're going to dive into some more gameplays. I'll see you guys in a split second.
My burden is too great. I cannot carry more. Carry more.
But overall, guys, that's the build. You got 2 builds out of the way for you guys today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy them. This has been Pause Plays. Remember, Thorns is very, very solid. All right, it's very, very good on Barbarian, Necromancer. You can do a lot of things by going AFK, farming events, getting your obols, getting a lot of legendary gear. It's relatively simple. You can put Thorns on your minions, on your skeletons, your golems, everything, including yourself, and do just fine. If that's not working for you, all you have to do is hit Blood Mist, pop a couple explosions when it comes to corpses, and move on with the day. But overall, enjoy yourselves, man, and I will see you guys in the next Diablo 4.